Hi, I'm John Triplett, and I'm a senior marketing consultant for Vertical Measures. And today we're going to talk about some of the things that you should know before engaging with a digital marketing agency. Now, there's a dual purpose to what you want to know before you engage with a digital marketing agency. And we're going to cover some of those things here today. And the dual purpose here is it's going to help you better engage with an agency so that you understand who your audience is, what your goals and objectives are. We'll cover each of these. But also, so you make sure that the agency you're talking to is asking you the right questions. This will help you in vetting that agency and making sure that they even know what they're doing and that they're the right people to be talking to. The first one of those is going to be, why do you need to hire a digital marketing agency? Now, this could be for a variety of reasons. It could be as simple as you need to free up time to put focus on other aspects of your business, so outsourcing is a great solution for that. Or as complex as your CMO or your marketing team has realized that there are gaps within your current marketing strategies that need to be filled, and outsourcing to professionals is the way to go about doing that. Next, we need to understand what your current marketing challenges are. Now, this could be anything from you've got an amazing sales team, but you're not able to deliver enough leads. You're creating exceptional content, but it's not being found in search. You're getting a lot of traffic to your website, but it's not converting. By understanding what your challenges are, you'll also be able to ask the right questions and present the right issues to a digital marketing agency as you begin to vet through the options that you have out there, as you begin to talk to their salespeople.
Where do you live?
In the city.
Do you have a house?
Apartment.
Own or rent?
Rent.
What do you do for a living?
Lots of things.
Where's your office?
I don't have one.
How come?
I don't need one.
Where's your wife?
Don't have one.
How come?
It's a long story.
Do you have kids?
No, I don't.
How come?
It's an even longer story.
Are you my dad's brother?
What's your record for consecutive questions asked?
38.
I'm your dad's brother, all right.
Having some historical data or information on what you've done in the past is going to be a big factor for an agency to present to you some solutions that will help you go forward. The reason behind this is if you've worked with another agency who may have done some things that were old school or black hat, to help you get past these, there may be a lot more cleanup or foundational work than the agency needs to do. And it's good to know that up front before we start peeling back the layers of the onion and finding more issues than we originally thought were there.
I missed you today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah? Hey. What do you want to do tonight?
Oh, well, maybe we could,
Okay, trying to turn me on by making a mess? Know your audience.
Now, another question that any agency should ask you, and you really should already know, is who's your target audience? Knowing your target audience can be used for a variety of things. This is going to help in creating the right content that speaks to your audience at the right stage of their journey as they're looking at the opportunity to hire you or buy your services. Now, an agency, when they create a strategy, should be doing persona development for you, but you know your audience better than they do. So the information that you provide them is going to help them be much more thorough when it comes to creating those personas and being able to tie the right types of content to those personas, where they spend their time online, so we can promote that content in the right places to get in front of that audience and bring in new users.
What are the rules? There's only one rule. Are you ready? Here it is. There are no rules. Go! Go!
So now, when you say go, you mean just go?
Begin, commence, start moving. Theoretically, you have been racing for about 40 seconds, and so far, Mr. Schaefer is winning because he's nearest to the door.
Now, another really important factor that any agency should be looking into, and you should be aware of as well, is who are your competitors. Now, in a digital marketing space, when we talk about competitors, we're really talking about the other websites that are ranking for keywords that are relevant to the services that you provide and taking up that market share, taking those clicks and that organic traffic that you desperately want to get your hands on. Now, it's not necessarily the business down the block. However, it could be. That business down the block could be doing a great job with their digital marketing efforts and stealing the foot traffic that could be coming into your business as well. So we need to understand what your competitors are doing from a content creation standpoint, how well their audience is engaging with that content, if that content's generating great backlinks. The reason we need to know these, and there's a lot more that we look into when we do competitor analysis, but the reason that we need to know this is so that we can emulate some of those strategies and tactics and improve upon them and take it to the next level. This is how we begin to conquest some of your competitors online.
Tim, this is the proper tool.
Yeah, I bet it is, Al. You know, men, when we want a job done right and we want it done quick, what do we need? More power! Darn right, more power.
Now I want to take a second to talk about tools. So tools are extremely important, and really we want to look at measurement tools. How are you currently measuring your success and your goals? Are you tracking this data? Are you using this data to make decisions on how to proceed or new efforts to put in place? Now, any agency that you talk to, they're going to want to look at your Google Analytics. They're going to want to look at your Google Search Console or any other platforms that you use that aggregate data so that we can make actionable insights based on that data. We can even look at attribution, and attribution's a big thing. What is it that you're doing that is getting people to convert? What are the key things that people are honing in on before buying from you, before hiring you, before contacting you? And this is just scratching the surface. But you need to have these tools in place, and you need to be willing to share that information with an agency as you go through that vetting process.
For instance, do you realize you haven't collected any membership fees in 13 months? I'm curious, is it strictly apathy, or do you really not have a goal in life?
I found that if you have a goal, that you might not reach it. But if you don't have one, then you are never disappointed. And I gotta tell you, it feels phenomenal.
Well, I guess that makes sense in a really sad way.
All right, now we have to talk about goals. Understanding and knowing what your goals are is essential before you even begin to talk to any agency. It's one of the main questions that they should ask, along with what's your budget. So understanding what your goals are and your time frame to meet those goals and the budget that you have allocated to do that allows the agencies that you're vetting to begin to craft a strategy specific to that. Now they know what your budget is, they know the timeline, and they know the goals. They can really map that out. Now, a good agency is going to come back to you and say, perfect, we can meet those goals in that time frame with that budget if it's possible. If not, they have to be honest and set expectations and say, look, with the budget that you have and those lofty goals and that short window, we're not going to be able to do it. You either need to spend more money, reset your goals, or expand the time frame in order to meet them. All too often, we have people come to our agency and say, we need more links. And I say, why do you need more links? It's because we need to increase our domain authority. Well, why do you need to increase your domain authority? Because we need more traffic and better rankings. Well, why do you need more traffic and better rankings? Because it will generate more money in sales and revenue. Aha. So the real goal is you need to increase revenue. Well, maybe more traffic is not the way to do that. If we look at your website and we see that you have a dismal conversion rate, but a high amount of organic traffic coming through your site, then we might want to look at something like conversion rate optimization so that we can take the current traffic you get and start to convert that at a higher rate. So before we start driving new traffic to your website, let's capitalize on the traffic that we're already getting. So understanding goals is more than just, we need links. It's really, what are the goals? And let's get down to that base element.
Show me the money! I need to feel you, Jerry! Show me the money! Jerry, you better yell! Show me the money! Show me the money!
Alright, the last thing I want to cover here is budget. Budget is really important, and knowing your budget is really important. If I had a nickel for every time somebody came to us and said, I expect you to tell me the budget, how much do I need to spend on digital marketing? I'd be a very wealthy man. The reason that budget is so important is because it allows us to begin to form a strategy that fits within your budget. And honestly, I don't want to put together a strategy, spend all that time and work on it, put it in front of you, and then have you go, wow, there's no way we can afford that. That is so far out of our scope that this is just a waste of our time. So understanding that before you begin to engage with an agency is going to help them craft a better strategy, along with timeline, along with goals. These are key factors that agencies need to know if you want or expect them to come back with something that's going to fit appropriately for your business. There's a lot of good information here, and it will really help you in the vetting process to understand whether you have the right information, you're speaking to the right people, whether they really know what they're doing and they're asking the right questions. This is so important when you're ready to spend lots and lots of money on digital marketing and expecting a strong return. So I hope you enjoy it. Good luck.